Hello there. This is sort of an update on where we're at with this Cat 5 neck. This is the first step we've made in getting it ready for a fingerboard. So right now we're going to just kind of look at it, and I'm going to trim off the extra. There's ears. I put holding tabs here, and then also here and here. So I'm going to trim, and I also have, these are 1/8 inch holes I drilled on a center line. So this one is at 31 inches from Y0, and then this one is at a 1/2 inch away from Y0 in that direction. So when I put it back on the machine, I get the home point. I can line everything up and make sure we're dead on. More so, I can turn it over and those lines will translate to the other side. And I didn't even blow the dust out of this. Look at this. So anyway, I'm going to trim this out and make it a little easier to see what's going on. And then we got to sort out the truss rod situation. And I'll be back in a second after I do these things. Okay, well, here we are back from the cutting, and what we got here is I cut this. So when I started this piece, this is way too thick. 875 is the final dimension we're going to have here, which will be right here. And I'm gonna basically I'll probably bandsaw this off and then thickness sand it this way down to the final dimension. The main reason and logic behind that is this is way less wood to sand than if I was sanding the whole thing. So it's kind of faster and easier with the thickness sander. I have a planer, but it needs a bit of love. So that was the reasoning for the approach on the thickness of this. Just start from the top. So right now what we have to do is figure out how to get this truss rod in here and happy. Now I made this slot just a little bit too shallow, but there's an easy solution to fix that, and that's to see, because the bottom of this is rounded. I'll just take my Dremel and just run a quick zip right along the bottom of there, and then this will drop in a little bit further and we can get the fingerboard down. Now my alignment on some of the stuff that we did on the end here is a little bit wacky. So what happened was my original truss rod path was too long on this end, and I shortened it, and I think I didn't take into account some of the stuff on the other end. But what I have to do is square this end up with a chisel. See that? It's round right there. So when I square that up, this will go to the end of where it was on the CAD line, in the CAD work. And then on the other end here, I pulled the spoke wheel off. I want to show you, there's a screw here that holds that on. Okay. So when we get this lined up right, and I don't have enough room, I should have run an extra tool path on this end to give me a little more space. I did chisel it a little bit right there to try to get the room for the spoke wheel. But the spoke wheel sits tight like that on the end there when you screw it on. And then you put this on here. And so we're close. We can make this one work. We have not messed up this trial run neck yet. Next week I'll be doing I'm gonna try to glue the fingerboard on today. I have a session here in the studio in about an hour, so I'm starting to get ready for that. And Fridays are for making music. So next week we will have a fingerboard glued on. We're gonna run the radius. I'm gonna bearing trim the edges up. I'll have an end cut to establish the end of the fingerboard. We're gonna cut this back a la this, so we match those dimensions there. We're going to drill machine holes, we're going to cut fret slots, we're going to radius the fingerboard, we're going to do dots, we're going to do the nut slot, and then we'll turn it over and we'll carve it, and then we'll see how it fits on a body like this one right here. So is it close? Do we really mess up? All will be revealed And see you on the next one.